Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the next episode in our Jetstar tour that we're doing on the One World virtual airline. Today we are in Sydney and we are off to the Gold Coast in this fantastic FSLabs A321. We're in the 21 today, Victor Hotel, Victor Whiskey, Quebec, and we're taking the hour and 4 minutes, hour and 6 minute flight over to the Gold Coast. Really short flight today, which hopefully you guys will enjoy. Like I say, we're in Sydney. Weather in Sydney is a bit cloudy, a bit gloomy. Not too great in terms of weather today, but that shouldn't deter us for what we need to be doing. So yeah, I've got the real world routing. We're on stand 55 today. I will put the link for that in the description, like I always do, down below. And whilst I'm talking about descriptions and links and stuff, if you could give this video a big thumbs up if you are enjoying it, and if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, as that would really help. So what we're going to do, we'll jump inside the flight deck then, and we'll get everything configured, and we will depart very shortly. So we're in the flight deck then. We have pretty much, well, we just have batteries turned on, fuel pumps are off still, IRS is aligning, etc. So we are ready to program our aircraft as we see fit. So we'll get some fuel in, and we'll send that in. And fuel we are taking 6.4 tons of fuel across with us today, as that is just printed out on my printer. As you can probably hear me ripping it off. And then basically, yeah, we might as well start the boarding process. What have we got in terms of passengers? We've got how many packs have we got? Let's have a look. So in terms of passengers, we've got 151 passengers. We've got 2.2 tons of cargo, and a zero fuel weight of 67.1, which is perfect there. So what we'll do is we'll request that board now, and request. And then passengers will now start to board as we got our load sheet. Right, we can go back to the init page. We can clear that. Request the wins, like so. So we are Jetstar 424 today. Cost index of 56. Cruise level 350. So that's absolutely fine. So block 4 was 6.4. We will just double click that, and we can go over here actually and just see what our center of gravity weight, because I've forgotten it was 67.1 on the zero fuel weight and 34.8 on the center of gravity. Cool. So that gives us we're using 3 tons of fuel in the trip, 200 kilos on taxi. So then we should be left with 1.2 tons on when we arrive in the Gold Coast. Perfect. So then what we'll do is we'll come over to the flight page, and we will look at our departure. So we're runway 34 left today, 34 left, and we are direct to Entra. So no SID, insert, and then we are direct to Entra. What we might do here is, because of the shortness of the flight, we'll probably program in our arrival now. So we'll come over to active sky. So Gold Coast, so the winds are 70 at 13 knots. So 070, sorry, I should say, at 13 knots. So we're probably looking at probably a 1-4. So we'll do RNAV, so that's an RNAV arrival. In fact, there's no star here either, so there's no vias. So the last waypoint should be Rooney, and then it's basically the RNAV into the Gold Coast. So there we go. Yeah, that looks about right. And then what we can do here is, we're waiting for the IRSs to align. Little bug with the FSLabs, I think. we go. 6 minutes alignment. Okay, we got it on fast, so that's pretty cool.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing good.
So whilst we wait for the RSs to align, we can turn on the TCAS. We're on Squawking 2000 because we're off that sim today, and QNH down on the ground is 1012. So we'll cross-check that 3 times. Oops. And as the passengers are coming on board now, we can switch on the APU. And we might as well turn on the fuel pumps. Got fuel on board, seatbelt signs can go on as well. And beacon as well. There we go, cool. That's the overhead panel pretty much ready anyway. Right, cool. Now this is what we're after. So if we come over to the plan page, clear that. We can leave that on the correct zoom. And then we can flick through the light band. So Entra all the way across, and then we do a left, and then basically pick up the RNAV. That's fine. Cool. That'll work for us perfectly. Cool. Right, so while we're here, constraints VORs this side, and we'll do constraints VORs this side. And that then pretty much is us ready, waiting for the last of the passengers to board. Right, here number 2 spooling up, so number 1.
Set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Confirm good starts. Cool. Right, at this moment in time, we can probably run through a checklist that we should have run through before. So we can skip the before start checklist. We've already done that.
Unlocking gear.
So with the after start checklist then, so anti-ice is not required. ECAM status is checked.
Tow truck
Trims
disconnected.
down
removed.
0.5. I'll just do that now. So we want to go down 0.5 on the trim, and flaps config 1. Oh, we'll disconnect the APU now. Don't need it. Taxi light can go on.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
The wing lights on, why not? So that's the after start checklist complete then. So we will do. We're in on. So we will go. We're on sort of. Right, so taxi for us then is Yankee. We could go then Hotel, VAR Alpha, cross runway 07, and then Alpha all the way down to Alpha 6, and that is where the entrance of the runway is. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll do Yankee, second left onto Hotel, the first right onto Alpha, and then follow that all the way down. Cool. Right. Right, GSX is buggered off. Disconnect the parking brake. Small piece of throttle. Tiller can go in. So remember, second left. I'll start the chrono. A little bit off the line here. We've got GSX done. So that's the first left. We're not on VATSIM today, so we haven't got to worry about additional traffic. So this is the second left. And then we want to then do our first right, and then what we'll do is we'll turn the strobes on because we've got to cross an active runway, so we'll keep those on. Slow down a bit for this right hand turn. Cool, so it'll be a right hand turn here, crossing 07, there's no traffic because we're off VATSIM. And basically follow this now all the way down to Alpha 6.
Hello, it's Nolan. Let's cabin secure for takeoff. Thank you.
All right, so we've just passed Lima. The next left is Alpha 5, and then the next one we want is then Alpha 6, and that is the entrance to the runway. This thing likes to shift when it gets going. Cool. So we just passed Alpha 5, and the next one is Alpha 6, and that's where we want to. That's where we want to enter. So what we'll do is we'll just stop just before the entrance, and then just do our before takeoff checklist, make sure that we're 100% happy, and then we will make our way out of Sydney and off to the Gold Coast. Cool, so we'll hold it up here, just like so, and then we'll do a flight before takeoff checklist. So flight controls, just do a test: full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral. Cool. Flaps are set to config 1. Speeds are set 166, 166, 167, and ECAM status checked no blue. Runway is 34 right, and packs are off. Well, pack 1 is off, and that is the before takeoff checklist complete then. So all that's left for us to do is put some lights on and line ourselves up. Cool. Right, that was easy. Start the clock. Bit of power. Off the brakes. Manflex, SRO runway. Auto thrust is blue. $80 knots is checked. V1 rotate. It's a positive rate. Gears can come up. Start this right turn by hand, and then in a minute we'll put the autopilot in. We go climb thrusts.
At each end of the cabin.
Great views of
Smoking
Sydney
is
there.
not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes.
Speed check, flaps 1, up. And what we'll do is we'll just go 380 open climb and make our way up now to 380. And that is basically us out on our way home to the Gold Coast. So what's going to happen now, as always, we'll do some cinematic shots, and obviously this is quite a short flight, so you'll be seeing me back relatively quickly on this one, because one, we already have the arrival programmed in, and secondly, it's only an hour and 6-minute flight, something like that. So yeah, catch me back in about 5-10 minutes time. Right, here we go then, folks. We are now on our final descent now into the Gold Coast, and we are literally just about to turn final. Runway 14 Zulu is our arrival runway into the Gold Coast. I'm pretty sure we have everything ready to go. We'll run through our checklists in a few minutes' time. Flight time has been only about 55 minutes, which is perfect. So we are looking around about an hour and 4 minutes. Flight time is exactly what we sort of expected today. So we're just going to right turn now, and then we will pick up the approach. Activate the approach phase. In fact, we could probably do the approach phase now. So activate the approach. There's the localizer and the glide. And go flaps 1 now.
Hi, Norman. Yep, that's cabin secure for landing. See in the drawing, fine. Cabin crew, please arm your doors for departure, thank you.
So we look at the go around procedure here. So we are so missed approach procedure is track 139 and climb 3000 or as directed by ATC. So we'll put in 3000 there. If we miss approach, then it's tracking 139 until we pick up the localizer again. But I can see the runway in sight. We'll go flaps 2 now. And we've got 9 nautical miles to go. So we'll get fully configured in a few minutes. Very low cloud base here in Gold Coast. We got weather of it's 20 degrees out there, surface winds 90 at 10 knots, and we got visibility of 10 plus square nautical miles, but not really sure that's true. We've got really low cloud base, so I'm not really sure on that one. But right, we've got spoilers armed. We can take landing gear. We go flaps 3, and we're going to go gear down, flaps full. And we can do our landing checklist then. So we are landing gear is down, cabin signs given, the signs are on, cabin is ready, spoilers are armed, flaps are full, and that is the landing checklist complete then. So what I'm going to do is take manual control now, because apparently we're not lined up with the runway when
above.
continue.
Retard.
Right, manual brakes. That's full length for you. I'm not sure really what happened there because the ILS was saying that we are perfect, but we actually weren't perfect, which is a bit interesting. But we made it down safely-ish, but we made it down nevertheless. We made it down nevertheless. Cool, so we'll vacate now and we'll decide where we're going to be parking. And we'll tidy up the aircraft as well. Sorry about that, we'll just assume that this is the correct stand after driving around, or yeah, moving around Gold Coast Airport, probably missing the taxi line. So this is where we'll be parking. Let's just line ourselves up with GSX. Can just about see what he's doing. Stop. That'll do us nicely. Parking brake is set. Engine's off then. And we'll stop the clock. 1 hour 7 minutes. And we'll come over now and connections. Request the GPU. Request the stairs. Request the jetway. Request deboarding. Happy days. Thank you very much. Cool, we can do our parking checklist. As engines are off, radar is off, fuel pumps can now be switched off, and parking brake is set, and that is the parking checklist complete. Also open some doors, and we can run through the securing the aircraft. So ADIRS can go off. Oxygen is off, APU bleed is off, emergency exit lights can go to the off position, signs can go off, and then the APU battery and the APU can now be switched off, and that is the securing the aircraft, and that is us finished for another flight. So guys, if you like the video, please do give it a big thumbs up, and if you're not yet a subscriber to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Next flight for us potentially could be Jetstar again, or we might decide to do another little flight. We have some big Jetstar flights to do. Actually, we've got Narita, Gold Coast and Narita return in the Quality Wing 787, so potentially could do that, or we could jump across to Europe or America, somewhere like that. But yeah, we'll decide very soon. If there's any flights you'd like me to do, then please do leave them in the comments. That would be very much appreciated, and I'll definitely look at doing those flights for you. I'll be Toga Simulations. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys very soon.